And now let's welcome to the ring from England, the undefeated Fabio Wardley.
Chill, man. I got this, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our deep support. It is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it will be for the British, WBO European, WBA Continental, and vacant Commonwealth Heavyweight Championships. We would first like to extend a big thank you to His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and His Excellency, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Al-Sheikh. This bout is being brought to you by Sella, Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry, Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, and Gimmick. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge Robin Smith, along with the World Boxing Organization, President Francisco Paco Barcel, Supervisor Porfirio Betegon Lara of the United States, and the World Boxing Association, President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, Supervisor Carlos Chavez of Venezuela, CBC Supervisor Deborah Down of England. Timekeeper is John Smith. Our 3 judges assigned, scoring on a 10-point must system, all from England, will be Lee Every, Steve Gray, and Bob Williams. Our referee in charge, third man in the ring, will be John Latham. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing pink trunks and weighed in officially at 232 pounds. Coming to us from London, England, he brings an undefeated record with 12 wins, 11 of his 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending WBO European Heavyweight Champion, Big D, David Adeleye. And his opponent across the ring in this championship contest, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing white with blue and weighed in officially at 241 pounds. Hailing from Ipswich, England, he is undefeated with 16 wins. 15 of his 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending British and WBA Continental Heavyweight Champion, Fabio Wardley.
Especially both you all being in troubles at all times. When it takes break, your ball break clean, defend yourselves at all times, and the best you ball. Touch them up, touch. Come on.
Very important fight in the heavyweight division for these two. The two undefeated Brits, the two guys who have had heated exchanges, the two guys who saw their camps engage in a brawl at the opening press conference of Fury and Ngannou, now face to face just before the heavyweight main event. Here we go, Wardley and Adeleye for 12 rounds.
Both of these fighters use the long guard. You see that lead hand extended out front. What that does is it occupies the space in between both of them. It's a little battle right there, hand positioning. It's important to stay on top. If you keep your hand on top, you have control because you can come right over the top with a jab or so. You can see a lot of this fencing back and forth by both of these gentlemen to get in position to be able to land their offense.
Wardley feigning a couple times to see what David offers up.
Good right hand down to the body, taking advantage of the space, that little space that's created when you use the long guard. The calm first round so far. Both guys respecting each other's talent, also speed and power.
You've brought up a few times this week being on the big stage, going through all the attention from media days to press conferences to a weigh-in in front of 35,000 people to now fighting in a venue like this just before Fury and Ngannou, and who can deal with it best. Wardley was quick to mention the fact that he has been the chief support to AJ, Anthony Joshua, to Dillian White, that he has been in the far bigger spots.
You know what's interesting about that is that Wardley is a guy that's learned on the job. Very little amateur experience. He doesn't have amateur pedigree, but he has natural instincts. He started boxing late. And he has tremendous punching power in his right hand. And he's extremely smart. Speaking to him in the fight meetings, oh my God, he was able to elaborate on everything, every question that we asked him.
Punch combination from Wardley as Adeleye was able to cover up. You mentioned that he got a late start in the sport. Fabio didn't go to the gym until he was 21 years old. He says, once I went in, I never left. No amateur pedigree. Didn't start till he was 21 years old, now 28 years old and 16-0.
But on the flip side of the test, you have Adeleye, who actually had an amateur pedigree. The good left hook right there got Fabio's, Wardley's attention. Nice change-up. Instead of shooting a jab, he came around with the left hook, surprising Wardley.
This is the last fight before we get to Fury and Ngannou. So much made of how Ngannou will approach this. Bernardo was with him the other day asking about earning Fury's respect.
Oh, and down he goes! Right hand, left hand! And I don't think he's going to get up! Oh my goodness! Somehow Fury has managed to get up!
When he get knocked down by Deontay Wilder, the first fight, and he was on the floor like this, and then when he came back on my arm, like, his mother has like 7 lives. That was impressive. I respect him for that.
Did you visualize at that moment, if I land that same shot, he's not getting up?
I thought about it, but that's not my problem. My problem if he sits up, my worry would be me keep going after him to knock him down. My resilience, my determination, my self-believing. I know that I have a mountain in front of me, but I'm so confident that I can't not see that there is a mountain. My faith is so big that the mountain disappears.
Journey of Francis Ngannou, his life in Cameroon through the high marks in MMA, and now his pro boxing debut, and it comes with the biggest challenge you can possibly have against the Gypsy King, the heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury. That is coming up in moments. Round number 2 here. between Wardley and Adeleye. And in that first round, it was tightly contested. Wardley was 6 of 19, Adeleye 5 of 17, according to CompuBox.
Close round. Very close round. The one who dictated the pace, I believe, was definitely Wardley. Wardley's a tremendous body puncher. You know, when you go down to the opponent's body, yes, it weakens them. It takes their gas, ice their gas tank. Somewhat take their legs, but it opens up shot up top because their hands start going down. Fighters be looking to block those shots downstairs because they hurt. Good jab right there. Great transition and good jab, getting himself back in the center of the ring by Adeleye. There you see those hard rough out tactics right there from Adeleye. Something he learned from Tyson Fury, sparring many rounds with him, over 200 rounds with Tyson Fury. Adeleye now starting to move off the line, starting to pick up his feet a little bit. Anytime he stands still, that's when the problem occurs. He gets hit when he stands still, but when he just subtle movement left and right, he's able to change the angle and create some opportunities for himself. Wardley again moving forward, looking to carry the momentum onto punches. He's looking to land and to hurt Adeleye with something big. And I have to say, it's going to be the right hand.
What makes you say that, Tim?
Because Adelaye's playing around with that lead hand. Every now and then, a little jab from too close. You see he oversteps and overcommits. And during those times, you can slip outside of those jabs and you can throw a right hand and catch him as he's coming in. A lot of fighters have a tendency of trying to close the distance, but when they there it is. There
Just
it is.
like you said,
There it
playing
is.
around that lead hand and nearly cost him as Fabio was quick to fire back.
Again, stepped in at mid-range.
Oh!
Another right
Coming
hand.
in with another right hand.
That's his money punch right there. It does damage anytime it lands. But Adeleye has taken it well.
Incredible list of legends who have made their way to Saudi Arabia to be here to see this historic heavyweight attraction. Sugar Ray Leonard is here, one of the four kings from the 80s. So many heavyweights are here in attendance, including the great Riddick Bowe is here in Saudi Arabia. Change with Mir Khan, who made his way to Riyadh. And perhaps one of the greatest receptions that the city put forth was the arrival of Manny Pacquiao to Saudi Arabia. From the moment he stepped off the plane, it had been nothing but photo requests after photo requests. And the stars of the MMA with Israel Adesanya, who is so close to Ngannou, he had a wonderful visit in his locker room, and then the list goes on. As moments ago, Kanye West showed up here at Kingdom Arena. He's in the back, in the VIP area right now. Of course, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has invited so many stars of music and sports, and His Excellency is hosting Kanye West, Eminem, Ronaldo, The Undertaker, and Vince McMahon as we speak right now in pre-party before we get to Fury and Ngannou.
See the rough house tactics coming from Adeleye, getting a little frustrated, having a hard time finding his distance in the right range to be able to land his offense. He's having a hard time dealing with the pressure, fighting off his back foot. It's one thing to be able to know how to tie up in the inside, but it's another thing to know how to work in the inside, in the tie up, in the clinch. Adeleye struggling. Anytime that Fabio, Wardley, throws those combinations and gets close with anything.
Wardley going underneath to the body as Adeleye tries to fire back up top.
Very important. Ooh, big bombs. Nice right hand right there from Adeleye.
Big right hand to the bike. Try come over the top. Remember how much emotion is attached to this battle of undefeated British heavyweights.
There's a lot of mental games going on right now in that ring. Just that little look away right there. Trying to embarrass Wardley. Saying, hey, that was a big shot. Woo, right past my face. What Adeleye doesn't realize is he does a lot better work when he's moving forward. Fighting off his back foot hasn't been the greatest for him. When he first came out in this round, he was marching forward. He was getting respect. Beautiful right hand, getting his head off the line right there. That was great anticipation and timing right there from Adeleye.
And on a just moment pause and separation, Adeleye tried to connect with an uppercut on the inside as well, and now working the jab.
And again, it's the subtle movements, and anytime he starts first, he's able to dictate anything that Wardley is thinking. He's able to step. Ooh,
big sweeping right hand from Fabio Wardley.
Partially blocked right there from Adeleye as well. Grazing blow. But he was able to land that shot because you see where Adelaye's moving. He's trying to get angles. He's moving left. And this is the way you cut off the ring. You can meet him with punch. Don't throw where he's at. Throw where he's going. Little measure right there from Fabio. It's a good match.
Look at that setting just outside Kingdom Arena. Remember, that is just for this co-feature you're watching. Then the tens of thousands there will make the short walk to the right and come into the magnificent Kingdom Arena, where DraftKings Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of Fury Ngannou. Right now, new customers can download the app, use the promo code BOXING, and bet just $5 to get a $200 in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Tyson, Fury, Francis Ngannou coming your way in moments at the conclusion of this compelling co-feature between Wardley and Adeleye. And as it stands at the end of 3 rounds, Fabio Wardley with a 26-16 connected advantage over David Adeleye.
Again, that's just because he's dictating the pace. He's moving forward. He's taking the fight to Adeleye. He's forcing Adeleye to make quick decisions for himself. A lot of fighters that move forward usually dictates the pace. Adeleye is a guy like that, but he's getting pushed backwards. So he's having to has to make smart choices, quick choices, and he has to react a lot more. And he's not making the best decisions inside the ring so far.
You see the advantage with power punches landed, 21-8 for Wardley. Adeleye in the pink trucks, who began boxing at the youth club at 14 years old, so he had a jump in terms of the amateur experience compared to his opponent. He gathered many amateur accolades and then went on to university, actually earned his degree in 2018. But naturally a big guy. When he was 15 years old, he was already 6'1" and over 200 pounds.
You see the variation in punch selection from Wardley, but you're not seeing that same emphasis from Adeleye. That would help serve him if he was to change levels, go down to the body, switch up his cadence.
There you see Francis Ngannou, the Predator, as he is getting his hands taped up. Of course, those hands led him to such success in MMA. He was #1 at heavyweight. And before his pause in action and switching over to boxing for this big paycheck, he was #4 pound for pound. 6 times in the UFC, he won the performance of the night. He had the 2017 knockout of the year. The big question that sports fans, from boxing fans to MMA fans to the casuals, have been asking is, will that ultimate power translate when he steps into the ring against Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King? But look at the size of Francis Ngannou. But does he have the delivery system in this discipline, in this sweet science, to have that power land on Fury?
That's the big question. That's going to get answered tonight.
Full jab as Wardley continues to find success working behind it and stepping to Adeleye. Adeleye covers up and then fires off with a big left hook for a keep away moment.
It's the second time that you saw Adeleye throw that left hook. He's waiting. He's trying to pull in Wardley. He's going to make a mistake. Drop that left or that right hand. Get a little bit too close. Get a little bit too greedy.
Good
with his
body
combination.
shot. Fabio Wardley with a right hand to the body.
That's been the difference, Tess. He's changing levels. He's going down to the body. He's slowly breaking down Adeleye.
61% to the body, according to CompuBox, for Fabio Wardley. As that star-filled outdoor arena is watching this compelling co-feature before we come inside for Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. And this is a scene just on the other side of the parking lot. That is a boulevard. Riyadh season, one of the biggest entertainment festivals in all the world, and it opens up this weekend, and one way to get it started here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with this historic heavyweight bout. The Battle of the Baddest, the opening of Riyadh season. This was an idea that was put forth by His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, chairman and the head of Riyadh season, and as big of a fight fan as you will ever see. If you've gone on social media, if you looked at some of the scenes from here in Saudi Arabia, last night His Excellency held a gala that was as if you took the Boxing Hall of Fame, Timmy, that you're a part of,
I wish I
and you brought the whole thing to the desert.
I wish I could have been there, but I had
you had a
to
production.
take care of it. Exactly. You seen that dip and bump by Wardley. See, again, Adeleye, when he shoots double jab, he steps in, he overcommits. And you see Adeleye just gets off the line. Big right hand over the top of that jab. I mean, who has the pedigree here, Tess?
That's a great question.
Who has the
When you look at the jab that Wardley's put forth, he's finding success.
But it's not like it's not crazy creative.
No, that's the
He's
point.
pressing forward. He uses his jab at the right moments, controlling distance. You know. Again, nice dip and bump right there. Bumped his way in. Stop Adeleye from moving forward. Just get his head outside a little bit. Slid under, up with the shoulder. Ooh, beautiful left hook right there from Adeleye.
Right uppercut comes in. Wardley tries to fire back. Misses with a right hand over the top of Adeleye. As the action heats up here in round 5.
Turning it into a fight now, Tess.
Right hand to the body from distance from Fabio.
Starting to heat up.
Our good co-feature before Fury and Ngannou. Fury has said he is not underestimating the ability of Francis Ngannou in this matchup.
You never underestimate anybody, and they've all got the same chance. Everybody who faces me has the same.
So beautiful, a fantasy, right to the sea. We saw your heart, you and me, Jackie Chan Manu. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me show what to prove. Best you come on for the and you're the need, and you're every school, every stone. Beautiful and fantasy, boy. Yeah, it's keep it to